Greetings. This is the 10th day of the Lula Smart voter fraud case, which is much bigger than just Lula Smart, but about 12 outstanding citizens from Brooks County. This case, I believe, is a little different from the other previous two cases wherein Lula Smart was found, ruled a mistrial. There's something strange. It seems as if though there is a conspiracy. A conspiracy to indict 12 outstanding citizens to circumvent the voting process here in Brooks County, the state of Georgia, and in the United States of America. I'm going to eventually show you the form that the Georgia G.B.R. gave to voters to answer in the process in which they conducted their investigation, which is a major focus in the courtroom today, as well as with the two previous mistrials. So once again, no news media. That means no television, no radio, no newspapers in the courtroom. And people are asking, is this a big conspiracy that goes beyond, far beyond just Brooks County? We're going to get back with you. I want all Americans to see a form that the Bureau of Investigation are using, and the voters never get to initial or verify that the information that is put on these forms is what they actually said. Apparently, in many cases, until they get in the courtroom. Once again, this is the Ghetto Free Press, and we report what others ignore. And after all, how can they report it if they are not here? Channel 6, Channel 10, Channel 27, MSNBC, Fox News, Oprah Winfrey, or any other news media are here to record this very high voting rights problem in Brooks County, the state of Georgia, and in the United States of America. It is as if though the governmental bodies does not even care about voting when it comes down to black African Americans. It's just that way, y'all. You can accept it, or you can let it alone, or you can get the transcript from the two previous mistrials and the very foundation upon which District Attorney David Miller, Assistant District Attorney Brad Shealy, the Governor of the state of Georgia, Nathan Deal. You must keep in mind that Nathan Deal removed 3 people, or 2 or 3 people, from the Brooks County Board of Education. And so now we must ask some questions today. We got to ask some questions. Just how deep does the mole hole go? And what part does the South Georgia and the state of Georgia news media network play in this scenario? As we sat in the courtroom and watched the Honorable Judge McCorvey get frustrated and make the statement that why don't both of you, the prosecution and the defense attorneys, ask your witnesses the questions prior to coming into the court? At least, let me put it short form. He said, just ask them to answer the question. And he made this statement as I close from the bench. It seems as if though the G.B.R. agents are the worst about answering yes or no to the questions that are presented before them, and the judge abruptly say, pretty near, let's go home for the day. I believe personally he was frustrated, like many of us, as we see agent after agent come into this courtroom and seem as if though they do not have to answer the question. And perhaps the judge said what we all needed to hear. And by the way, although I was not permitted to record this court case, although I had filled out the paperwork, the judge told me no after about 15 minutes. And I want to say to you that I agree with the good judge. And I tell you, so far, he is the best judge in all of these 3 trials so far. And I believe I have a right to say that because it is indeed the truth. The Ghetto Free Press, George Boston Rhymes. Other news media is at home, but I'm here because I want you to know what is taking place in your community. If your sons and daughters can go to fight on foreign battlefield, then why not stand up here in their own hometown and demand that the news media, TV station, and newspapers report the truth about 12 outstanding citizens who we don't believe, and I know I'm not supposed to say that, but I don't believe they've done anything wrong. I think that this is an old 1860 city charter that we had in Valdosta, say to control, suppress, and abate all nuisances arriving from hogs, dogs, horses, and other livestock straying at large in Valdosta. That was in Valdosta. But it seemed like the mentality of it all is alive and well in the state of Georgia and perhaps in other places around the nation. Bye-bye. Be gone.